It's King P here, the Holy One, and I'm about to vent.
Okay, do you miss being a player?
Not at all, actually. I like what's crazy is in the time of being in a you being in a relationship, you can actually be be friends with females because of the mere fact that like you're content in your situation. You know what I mean? And then you just start to realize certain things about females. Females got no game. They have zero game. Like they have zero fucking game. I cannot see a female trying to bag me and make me like outside of just like be like, here's my phone. Like, can't no female be like, yo, like I like the way you look. Da 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 da. None
It's
of
not
that
a skill they need to sharpen.
at all, because they're like men. Like they just
They're the
are,
prize.
right? They're the prey where the predator is. That's just it. You know what I'm saying? But some women don't understand that men actually find it attractive when it's just like, nah, come coax me. Bitch, I don't always want to start the car. Take the keys. Go start the car. Like, warm up the car. Like, go warm the shit up. And it's like, I've just come to realize that. And even down to one of the biggest things they always try to do is they really try to understand the mind of a man. Like, they're forever trying to understand the mind of a man when we're so fucking simple. Like, I cannot stress how many times some of my homegirls have called me and asked me for advice on shit. I'm just like, is that what he said? And they're just like, yeah. I'm just like, so that's what he said. That's what he meant.
Man. Alright, so let me ask you something. If there's truth to this. This girl told me, she was like, yo, she hates the fact that men are so simple because they're really not that simple. They're trained to be that simple because of patriarchy. Men are like not trained to like understand emotions, feel emotions and stuff like that. So there's times where something might really be bothering them and they might have no clue what it is because they've just been so trained to suppress that
because
emotion.
alright, see, alright, when you elaborated, because like the mere fact that she said she hate that men are so simple.
Yeah, it sounds like some woman thing. Like, I thought that too when she first said it.
Okay,
but then when she broke it down, she was like, "So what ends up happening?"
I'm about to be like, misery loves company.
No, So what ends up happening was, she was like, it makes it more difficult because she's bisexual. So she was like, it makes it more difficult later on to date men than it is with women. She's like, well, women is way more complicated at first because you're learning these emotions and stuff like that. But once you get it down pat, you get it down pat. With men, it's always ever changing because sometimes you have to unpack shit that they've repressed, some things that
Right,
they've
I mean,
been made
because you
to.
gotta, well, for most men, alright, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna give you the perfect. Let me get a little more. Tap me up, bud. Tap me up.
Top mode.
Top me up. Pause. For most men, black men in particular, and of course I hate to make this an issue of race, but I'm gonna bring it up to date with a show, Love Is Blind. Lauren and Cameron. If you've seen it, cool. If not, spoiler alert, whoop de fucking do. Lauren and Cameron. Lauren's black, Cameron's white, right? Cameron is into emotions, but he got a swag about him. Lauren loves it, blase, blase, blah. A black man does that. A black man is soft. He's in tune with his emotions. He's pussy. You understand what I'm saying? So it becomes it's a situation where I do agree with her to an extent, where it's just like, yeah, like, damn, he can't express that this made him unhappy, which limits our communication, which limits the effectiveness of a relationship lasting long term. Because if you can't communicate and comprehend it, what the fuck do you have? You just talking to each other. It's like a bunch of Charlie Brown.
Superficial, mad superficial. And that's what all my relationships have been. Superficial.
Right. So it becomes one of those things where it's just like, for us, at times, it becomes hard to express our emotions, which also, too, is why, and I know black women are like, that's a cop-out or whatever the case may be, but this is why black men tend to go and marry white women, because...
No, you don't. No, you don't.
They do? It happens.
It happens.
Yeah, but...
I wouldn't say tend. No, you said tend like it's a trend.
To marry.
No, but we don't. Black men don't. I think that, but you know what? Like I said, it's not a debate, Joe.
No. But I'm gonna express why. I'm gonna express why, or explain why. So, when you're growing up as a young black child, black male child, and you have your mother, who's probably like, the moment you start crying, why are you crying? Da 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 da. And you know what I'm saying, like, the moment you try to express yourself and explain why you feel the way you feel about certain things, that's shut up. Like that's shut down. That's shut down. That's shut down. That's shut down. This is mental warfare at its highest. Now, when you go to school, most teachers, right, are like, if you have female teachers, I want to say the majority of them are white in this day and age. But like you have a blend, but like it's like we want to say what 50. We want to say 60-40 whites to blacks, women teaching, right? So when you're in school now, you have this white teacher and she's super nice to you or whatever the case may be. And if you fall down and you hurt your knee, she's there to be like, oh, blah blah blah, coddle you, be emotional with you, be empathetic and all of that good shit. But black teachers, like the black mothers, all of that stuff is like on you. You're gonna tend more to say, you know what, well, if this woman starts to remind me of what these black women normally act like when I come to express my emotions and my pain, I don't want you long term. Because all you're doing is triggering all this extra trauma that I've had prior with black women. But when I have this white woman who may have the exact same motives as you, but when she's a little more empathetic and stuff, it reminds me of that teacher. Because mind you see your teachers about 8 hours out the day. You see your parents about, give or take, 8 hours out the day. You know what I'm saying? So.
I don't. I don't.
You don't?
No.
Oh, okay.
I've never. I don't know.
Because
no. Let me tell you. Because I don't want to be that super extra hotep capey nigga. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you. Because
I'm all about like obviously like black love and stuff like that. But it's just.
I mean, nigga, you're dating a black girl.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But you have to be open to understanding that shit exists.
I get no, and here's my experience. Here's all my experience. All the women I've been with before, when I was muffled off and things like that, were like, I don't know. God has cursed me He has cursed me with a bunch of good women when I wasn't ready for good women, and all of these good women were black women. You get what I'm saying? But here's the situation and how that goes for me. I've had like fucked up things happen to me as of like me when I start to begin and understand this realm of my emotions and things like that, when I start moving cold. And it's also been black women. So I guess like it's I think people are people. But I mean the most understanding people of me now has been a black women, because I'm open. I talk. And you know, like I do believe there's certain things I still want to maintain some sort of masculinity with what I do. And I think the first 30 years of my life has prepared me to maybe be able to maintain some sort of masculinity in my emotions, you know. So now I'm able to express my emotions. I can tell people straight up how I feel about shit. Before I couldn't, you know. And I'm still working on. I'm not perfect. I'm not. I'm good. I think I'm good, but I'm not great at it. But I'm good now to like be like, all right, well, this is how this made me feel, and I was hurt. I was definitely hurt. And ain't shit. Nobody ever gonna tell me like you can't make me feel pussy about being hurt. There's nothing. You know what I'm saying? But the people that have been the most understanding of it has been black women. There's never been a point in time in my life where I could say like, damn, maybe somebody of another race will feel me a little bit more.